Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Cliff with Pink Flamingo Power Wash. I'm back with a brand new video for you guys. Today, working in Valrico, Florida. We're here for a back patio and pool deck paver ceiling. This pavers here, they don't need to be stripped. They're not really that dirty, but we're gonna clean them before we do everything like we always do. Let's go check it out. So these are the pavers here. Nothing major to it. We're gonna be doing in here. Also the back patio over here by the fire pit. They'll have no gloss to them right now, but we're gonna make it shine when we're done. Before we start, we're gonna apply a 5 to 6% mix of SH and water, just to make sure we get the joints nice and clean, and also, you know, kind of help kill the weeds. If there's weeds starting to grow underneath, it helps to kill those too also. So I usually spray it, let it sit for a good 10 minutes so it can soak in the joints, and I'll come back and I surface clean it, and then rinse it off and turbo nozzle in the areas that need to be turbo nozzle. So there's not much to it. I wish you didn't have these shades up here so the sun can get through when it's time to dry the pavers, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. So I already got my soft wash hose out, ready to spray this mix on the pavers. All right, let's put our mix on. I'll go nice and heavy. Like I say, I wanted to soak in the pavers, so also you know what I'm saying, I wanted to soak in the gaps. And it doesn't matter if it gets in the pool. SH is chlorine, so it's not gonna hurt the pool. By the time you look, it all dissipates away in the pool anyway. Oh yeah, man, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You know, hit that bell notification so you know when I put up a new video. I appreciate all my old subscribers. You know, I appreciate y'all been rocking with me for a long time also. I mean, for this also, guys, I guess you could just downstream it, or you're probably asking why am I not downstreaming it? Well, downstream is kind of weak, so I want a high concentration, a high mix, so I can actually kill, you know what I'm saying, the roots of any weeds that's going in, also any, you know what I'm saying, algae. I want to hit it pretty hard because you don't want you want to seal that stuff in there. So you got to go hot. Downstream is not going to be as strong. It does have a lot of efflorescence on his coping. The coping is full of efflorescence, so you know, that's not something he told me before I got here. So you know, I didn't charge him for that. I didn't even bring efflorescence treatment to even do it. So you know, I told him that that's something we had to do after. All right, so that's all sprayed up, good to go. And there, we're gonna surface clean this out of there, and then knock it out here. Coming along pretty good right now. What time is it? Let me check the time for you guys. 8:51. Trying to get it going early. right, so the pavers are cleaned up. Joints are nice and clean, ready for sanding. I'm gonna let them dry for a little bit. Sometimes what I do is I grab my blower just to speed up the drying process. Like I say, he has those shades which is blocking the sun, so you gotta do what we gotta do. I like to do my jobs all in one day, so therefore I always dry sand. If I was doing it in a 2-day process right now, I could just wet sand it and just come back tomorrow and seal it. But like I said, this job is almost an hour away from my house, so therefore I'm not gonna be doing that. You know what I'm saying? So therefore we just gonna let them dry for a little bit. I might grab the blower because right now they're still kind of damp. You know, you don't want to seal it like that. You know, you're gonna seal the moisture in. That's not good. It's gonna look hazy after a couple months. It's gonna start looking hazy. But I can sand, but sealer can't go on these yet. They're still kind of wet. All right, let's move on to the next process. See you guys with that broom action. All right guys, we're about halfway done. I got all this area here sanded all the way up to this corner. I gotta do this little strip right here, that side and outside. Going on pretty good. As you guys know, you do the sand. You try to broom as much as possible out of the joints so you don't have to blow that much sand off. You don't want too much excess, you know, stuff flying over the place. Try to keep it out the pool too, man. I'm using a silica sand, so it's better to handle than like say polymeric sand. That thing turns to like cement, man, hard, real fast, as soon as it gets wet. So you got a limited time before it settles on you. So silica sand, like I say, is much easier to handle. So that's why I like to use it too. So I'm gonna do that little strip over there, around there. We're gonna jump outside. So we got the inside all sanded. So I have a small little brush. Sometimes my broom is too hard to get the corners, so I usually just go through and hit the cage just to get all that off. You know, as much as I can at the corners. What's on top you can blow with the blower, so it's not a big deal. But the corners is kind of hard to get with the big broom, so I try to get the excess out of there like that. You don't want to seal that stuff either. You want to seal that because the sealer goes on clear, but all that stuff will get hard if you spray it with sealer. So once I'm done blowing everything off, I'll come through with a rag just to make sure everything is how it's supposed to be. And then I can start sealing. I got a sand out there, and then we're gonna come in here and start sealing. So out here is done now. As you guys know, this is too high for sand level, way too high. You want it to be 1/8 underneath the edge of the paver. That's why you want it. This is too high. So we're gonna grab the blower and get all the excess off, bring it back to the desired level. So we'll check out over there. Like I said, man, I try to get most of the excess off with the broom so I don't have to blow that much. So this is too high. All right, this is it. I gotta broom this up, put it in my back in the bag. I try to keep much of it, I'm saying, as much as I can, I'm saying, so I can reuse it. You know, I wouldn't just blow this off in the rocks and leave it there, so I'm gonna put that in the bag. Show you guys how I'm putting the sand, what level I like. See how these areas look compared to those areas over here. See the difference? All this right here compared to that. See what you want right there. Okay, we all sanded now at a desired level. Look at that. This is immaculate. Bill Shed, what's going on? You hear my word for the day? Immaculate. Shout out to Bill Shed, man. My little subscriber. Shout out to all my subscribers, man. Looking pretty good. So you just walk around, look at that. Sand level is even everywhere. Yes, sir. We're looking good. Like I say, I go back with my rag. See that crustiness like this? I don't leave that. I don't seal that. I just use my rag and I wipe that up. All right, we're gonna see you guys when we start sealing. All right, guys, this is the product I'm using. Deco Products, Silicast. This is the website. Contact them to find out where your nearest distributor is. Water-based sealer, my favorite. All right, guys, so if the sealer gets on the coping, it's fine. Get you a wet rag and just wipe it off. It's clear sealer, so it's not gonna do anything to it. It's gonna make that area look shiny. I normally just wipe it off just because, you know, I want everything to look, you know what I'm saying, all uniform. So don't lose your mind if it touches the coping. right, so what I do is I leave me a little path before I finish over here. I leave me a little path so I can walk on the coping all the way around. You can tell the sealer's already soaking in. Like I said, first coat is a flood coat. You want to flood the pavers so they soak up the sealer, and then come back and do a light coat on top. Go ahead and wipe off the coping. This backpack sprayer had 2 speed. Has a high speed and a low speed. When I'm doing the corners and stuff like that, I use the low speed so I can control it better. Customer's already happy. He's like, man, this looks fantastic. I'm like, hold down, Cletus. We ain't there yet. Slow down, sir. Look at the color. Look at that. And there, see the contrast in colors. He already likes it, man. Look at that. Totally different. Let's do this little patio. And after that, we're gonna take us a lunch, followed by the light coat for the second coat. That's it for the first coat. Like I told you guys, this doesn't hurt the grass. So, you know what I'm saying? You can spray it on the grass. It won't even hurt it. It just make it shiny. It'll just make the grass shiny, that's all. Alright, well, I had just enough on my backpack to finish this first flood coat. I use about 4 gallons of mix so far, 4 out of 5. So but man, look at this in here though, man. It's crazy difference. Do have a little overcast overhead, but it's teasing us. It ain't supposed to rain till like 5 o'clock today, so you know what I'm saying, we're good. We have enough sun to finish this today. As long as I can get me a good 4 hours before the rain, I'm good to go. So while we're waiting for this to soak up, we're gonna take a lunch. Now almost 12 o'clock. We'll call it 12. Come back at 1. Light coat's not gonna take that long. You know what I'm saying? Probably like less than 10 minutes. And we'll be done. You can tell over here it's soaking up really good. Got a couple of spots that's still drying up, but pretty good. Over here it's a little bit more heavier because, you know, it's not getting as much sun, whatever sun we had out here. So it's a little wet over here still. Let's check out the patio. Oh yeah, look at that patio, man. Look at the color. Thing is popping. Just like the other side, still drying up. Like I told you guys with the sealer, so it dries up clear on the grass. And also, if you guys see me bending down, picking stuff up, with sealing, you don't want to be sealing stuff on top of the pavers when you're putting the sealer on. As you're putting it on, if you see anything, just pick it up. If it falls on top after you seal, it's easy to pick up. I'm saying that'll blow off, or you can just sweep it off after it's dry, but you don't want to lock it in. All right guys, let's take a lunch and we'll be back for the final coat. All right guys, we are back at the project. It's been about an hour. Let's see what time it is now. 11:08. A little bit over an hour.
And man, got that glazed donut. I'll do a second coat now. Wow, look at that. It's gonna look way better when I do that second coat. Everything soaked up. Oh man, look at the patio. The patio gets more sun, so you can actually see the difference over there more than in here. Look at that. Gotta love it. All right, let's do that second coat. Get this project done and over with. Alright guys, so I never show you guys this part. Basically after each job that I do, I think the reason why this pump sprayer has last me a long time is because I rinse it really good. So it's battery operated. I usually just leave it like this here for a good, full tank, which is 4 gallons. And I mix it with a little bit of LA's Totally Awesome. Just about like a cap, maybe 2 caps full in the 4 gallons, just to break up that sealer inside the gun, because it will harden up and you won't be able to use it. I was gonna use the xylene in here, but xylene and plastic don't mix. I don't want to mess up anything, so I keep it water and just a mild cleaner, all-purpose cleaner. You could use Pine Sol also. I've used Pine Sol before, but today I'm using the LA's Totally Awesome. 2 caps full in the 4 gallons. Stir it up and just hit the button and just let it flow as I'm wrapping up. All right, let's take a look at the final product. Still drying up. We got some good sun coming out now. Furniture can go back in tomorrow, but man, wow, look at that. It looks so good in here. Drying up. Second coat, like I said, is a light coat, a mixed coat on top. Let that soak in. The second coat is mainly just for looks. You know what I'm saying? It just locks in the first coat. And look at over here. Ooh la la, ah wee wee. Good work right there. Some good work. I'm loving how this patio turned out. Alright guys, well I appreciate y'all checking the video out. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you know when I put up a new video. I appreciate all the support I get from you guys. Let's get to that 7,000 subscribers right around the corner, man. So until then, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Peace.